outdoors, and this is our next item from Bell & Howell. This is a company that knows lighting. They actually won an Academy Award for their lighting. It is a 2-pack of a solar white and color-changing Glimmer sticks. Now, they're $24.95 usually. Fly out the door. Everybody loves these. Today in our clearance extravaganza, $14.95. So you're seeing a little video outside, and we're going to talk about all the details, but we've got our expert here in the studio, Chad Allen. Come on in, Chad. Yes, you are an expert, you know, in Bell & Howell. And here's Chad Allen, ladies and gentlemen. Chad, this is, you know, there's so many things you want to do to make your outdoor experience look good that can cost you tens of thousands of dollars.
Well, if you want to hire an electrician and dig and wire.
Right. This isn't one of them.
No.
$14.95. You'd be surprised how much your house can look like a 5-star hotel or a theme park, or like with a little bit of lighting. Which
houses do you notice on your block?
Right.
Which houses do you admire as you drive by them?
Right.
The ones with outdoor lighting. That's what makes the difference. These are called the Glimmer Stick. It's an acrylic pole here, which has little flakes of glitter on the inside, and they automatically light up when the sun goes down, and they automatically go off when the sun goes up. That's how brilliant these are. They're solar powered, big battery built in, so they last all night. An LED on the inside that you can change from color changing to white mode with the flip of a switch. And once you set it the first time, if you have it on color changing, it will always be color changing for you until you flip it to white. You do not have to touch it every single night, nothing like that. And as we lower the lights here in the studio, pretend that's the sun going down, they automatically come on, and it looks like bubbles, little flakes of glitter right there on the inside. It's a vertical light. It brings your garden up vertical, right? Because we sell Bell & Howell. We have disc lights, lots of ground lighting.
Right. I was just going to say that most of the lights are the disc lights, which are cool. These look more like art installations.
Right, and I'm going to put that color changing right here in the middle of these two white ones so you can see.
Look. Oh my gosh.
You have all the options built in. So like the white is on a steady white. You can do that if you want that classic look. Of course,
this is a 2-pack, by the way.
You get 2 of them. I know there's 3 in your shot right here. I'm just showing you this color changing because that's the other mode you can do by just flipping the switch on the back, and it automatically rotates. But here's the thing, Helen. As we had that ground lighting, all the trends at the shows are vertical lighting.
Interesting.
They're calling them moon gardens or electric gardens because we want to bring things above the foliage, above the leaves, right? Or even if it's snowing, above the snow. And this gives you that look that you've always wanted to bring things a little bit higher above your leaves and plants. That's what makes these so great.
Yeah, because what I love about them is they're a little more artistic. They're a little bit more next level.
Yeah.
A little bit fancier. But I mean, at this price today, I'm really confused about $14.95 for 2 of them. And by the way, if you're like, oh, solar power, I got some solar power outdoor lights 15 years ago. They weren't that impressive. Just like you don't have the same cell phone you had 15 years ago.
Right.
You're not gonna have the same solar. The technology has really, really gone way, way up.
Yeah, I mean, I actually talked to a buyer at HSN today, and we were so impressed. As we even see them as industry people, as we see the technology change, we're like, what do you mean it can last all night? Like, what do you mean?
What are you talking about?
The batteries that have been built into solar panels now are larger than our cell phones. I mean, quite frankly, we are blown away at what we're seeing in the market and in the industry, and we're incorporating all that at HSN. HSN buys a lot from Bell & Howell, and so we give them the best prices and the best products. This, quite frankly, is just one of those items that should not be on clearance. It's just the end of the season.
Right.
And the Glimmer Sticks are going to be out in the market, but at a much higher price as we go into summer. So if you need a couple of more and we get sold out, which we will be, you will be able to find them. So don't get nervous that, like, you know, if you need to complete your set, you'll still be able to do that. Look at that red in the shot. You can see mine in the background.
But why would you do that? Why not get a bunch today at $14 and change?
Well, I hope you do.
Yeah.
I hope you do.
I think the only mistake you can make is not getting more than 1 pair because they come in pairs.
4 or 6 would be perfect. If you can swing it, line your sidewalk, but here's the thing. It matches with every other thing, whether it's Bell & Howell or other brands. You have probably great outdoor lighting already. It's just lower. It's flush to the ground, or it's smaller, right? This is vertical. It's higher. It's taller. It's slim. I have a balcony. I live in an apartment. Yeah. And so 1 potted plant, all you really need, and it gives you that right by the front door, you know, that space that's just too tight to really put anything. Yeah. This is super slim.
And you've got 2 choices, right? So it's either color changing or the white.
All built in.
All all built in.
It's just the flip of a switch on the back of the solar panel.
So you never have to remember to turn them on or off, because when the sun goes down, they turn on. When the sun comes up, they turn off.
Yeah.
There's zero. And what about assembly? What about, Chad, when you get them home? What happens out of the box?
No, literally, I can pull this. All you do is take this little, well, the acrylic part just comes off the top, and then you just put the acrylic part on there, and that's it.
That's it.
There is nothing.
Nothing, no
And then
assembly, okay.
Oh, now that we have the lights up, maybe I can put it right here in the shot. There's a little switch right here, and so that switch is on, off, and then RGB. So if I flip it to on, it's gonna be white. If I flip it to RGB, well, that's red, green, blue, right? So it goes through the color changing, and then the middle is off. You're really only gonna touch that one time, because once you flip it the first time, like if you want white, it's gonna come on white every single night when the sun goes down.
Maybe when the holidays come around, you walk around and change it to the color changing.
Yeah, so you're gonna touch that
Were you on air earlier today?
This is it, one show and done.
So the 560 is just in this airing.
In the last 3 minutes.
3 minutes, all right. So everybody's loving these, obviously. I will recommend that. I think you would be sad if you didn't get more than one order, because $14.95, they're very affordable, but I think that if you got 4 of them or 6 of them or 8 of them, you know, depending on, think about where you're gonna put them and then order that many, because remember, you get free shipping and handling when you get to $75. Maybe you bought, you know, the cast iron skillet that sold out, or the induction burner, like all these amazing things, or the clothes, the top that I'm wearing that's $18 and change.
Right.
Anything under the clearance umbrella, when you hit $75, you're gonna have free shipping and handling. So these are, I mean, another 150 sold while I did that sentence, Chad.
And I have no more. We have no reorder for HSN. Like there's
you don't have more?
No, because sometimes, you know, we at HSN, you guys know, we do spring and then fall with solar.
Right.
We're not doing these in the fall. That's not happening. And so if you want them, today's really the last chance. I have no more shows. And as I want to point out real quick before, and then I'm going to give it back to Helen, this is all metal.
You can keep it for forever.
So this, so sweet.
The more you talk, the better.
We do, Bell & Howell even does poles that are plasticky, like a really firm plastic. Not this one. This is our top tier. This is all a metal pole. And so it's weather resistant. It's not going to rust, not going to corrode, but you don't have to be too gentle with it, because it's not going to like bend and break in those cold weather elements. That's when we get into trouble sometimes with the plasticky ones. No, this is meant to be outside all year round. And in fact, even if it's snowing, just brush that snow up off the solar panel. It's going to work all winter long. And I say that because notice that solar panel is up. It's up higher. It's not directly on the ground.
Even if it snows up to here, it's going to peek out the top of the snow with that glow.
Right.
Do you have to adjust this?
No, we just tilt it because it depends on how your sunlight comes in.
That's I see.
So depending on how your sunlight comes in, you're able to adjust that. But it's a big solar panel, 8 different panels there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's going to collect all that sun. Battery built in, switch on the back. But then look at that glimmer stick. That's that acrylic pole. And you notice it sort of just blends in. And so during the day, you're not really going to see this. It's not obtrusive. It's not going to like draw attention.
But it's also pretty, because it's like that beautiful clear and sparkles. It's not something that, like, I mean, this is a way to, you know, this would look amazing in my husband's butterfly garden.
Oh yeah.
Because at nighttime, you know, you don't see anything.
Correct.
But it's so pretty. I think I'm going to get a bunch of these if we have any left. We're up to almost 900 now sold. These are flying, and I'm so excited that you are going to make your space beautiful, glamorous, and affordable, because you're never going to have to pay for power. You know, I turned my whole house solar this year. Got the solar panels and everything. You know why? Because why not? The sun is free.
Sustainability.
Sustainability.
Fact,
good for the planet.
The buyers called it today inflation proof.
Inflation proof,
because you're not buying batteries, not charging, not plugging anything in. And I got to tell you, your husband.
Yeah.
A lot of time in the garden, right?
Yes.
You spend all that time in the day.
Does.
Why?
He loves it.
For it to be dark at night? No, light it up at night. Make it fun. Make it beautiful.
And also, I was talking to Alexandra Baker about this, because she was Property of the Month.
Yes, she was.
Yeah. You know what Property of the Month is? If you want to be Property of the Month, it's only $14.95, because I'm telling you, they love this stuff.
This is really cheap, actually.
Okay, over 1,000 now sold, and the item number is 775347. Keep shopping. Remember, when you hit $75, all your shipping and handling will turn to 0. I would definitely get more than one orders, and most people are getting a bunch of orders. That makes sense.
Did you hear it, Helen? People are buying more than one of these. Did you see that?
People are buying more than one. They are. I'm just telling you what's happening. They are.
I'm just harassing Deb over there.
What, is that something Deb loves to say?
Well, we always have to work in the same shows.
Oh, yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah, so you're going to love it. 775347. And Deb is coming up, because we do have more stuff in this. All right, Chad.